Well, folks, uh, with it being officially now a little over 8 days till Christmas, and about 2 weeks, 2 whole weeks till 2023 is at an end, I decided to get maybe two more Fox Azure videos out. In case anyone is wondering, I'm still waiting for the epic video in which Fox Azure is going to destroy me with. And if the pedophile known as Fox Azure does not release said video before New Year's Day, January 1st of 2024, if that video doesn't come out by then it's safe to assume that not only is Fox Azure an alcoholic, degenerate, pedophile furry, but he's also a coward. So, TikTok, bitch. But, as I said, I do intend on uploading two Fox Azure-related videos. And that's going to be it for a while. So, the first one is one that I had alluded to a while back, when I first received the news that Fox Azure is a pedophile. And that is actually that someone else has already stated that Fox Azure is a pedophile. And, well, as you can clearly see here, they made that claim 2 years ago. And it's taken about 2 years now for the rest of the internet to come on to Fox Azure and his pedophile ways. So this is Mr. Anonymous Radio Redux. Seems like a nice gentleman. Seems like a very fascinating, upstanding pillar of the community there. And he's going to tell us all about why Fox Azure is a sad pedophile troll and a stalker. So let's get into this bad boy, shall we?
Been waiting a little while to make this video.
It better be worth the wait.
And most people who are familiar with my channel know who and what I'm talking about. Being the kind of person I am, I travel from coast to coast. I set up military compounds wherever I go. I have 32 campsites in 12 different states. And I enjoy
Such a busy little bee.
my life. I have money, I work. I interview people. I have tape recordings from what pretty much seemed like a prison sentence. This winter, I was trapped in Maine, and anybody, especially people in Massachusetts and New Hampshire, who are familiar with what people in Maine are, I could only compare it to the movie Wrong Turn, or, what you see in modern day Appalachia.
So the people living in Maine apparently are a part of the Wrong Turn franchise, which, for anyone who hasn't seen that movie franchise before, first off, don't. It gets pretty bad. I think the last one in the main trilogy is just basically a softcore porn incest fest, but basically the idea of Wrong Turn is a bunch of inbred cannibals just hunt and stalk young retarded teens in the woods, and well, you can figure out the rest there. But this is who this lovely gentleman is comparing the people of Maine to. And having interacted with one resident of Maine, the person of this video, Mr. Fox Azure, yeah, I can't help but start to believe that all people of Maine are inbred cannibals. I can believe that.
Or like western Mississippi or eastern Tennessee, or some of the more poorer parts of Alabama.
I forget. Is 3/4 Yoda from eastern Tennessee? I forget. That might explain some things if that's the case.
But family invited me up there, and they swindled me for everything and tried to have me locked in a mental institution after they robbed me. It's called
Such a tragic story.
gaslighting. You can look it up. But, long story short,
Okay, I can already hear you all just getting ready to type in the goddamn comment section. You fucking penguin man, you fucking Alistair, making me watch a video about some crazy person rambling about foxes to a pedophile. Have you finally lost a penguin boy? Have you finally lost a penguin boy? I'm angry. And to that I have to rebuttal by saying that this man, this cherub man here, there is a case that this man might be indeed a big cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, I don't know this interesting individual all that well, so there might be a chance that this man is indeed a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He might have lost a couple of marbles here and there. But even a crazy person can be at least right once in a while there. Even a fucking batshit insane person can hit the nail right on the head every now and again. Like if Warhammer were to make a video, rambling about how the government is preventing him from raping bitches because he really likes this cute blonde he sees at the supermarket, I cannot help but agree with Warhammer that yes, the government is doing everything they can within their power to ensure that Warhammer does not rape a grocery store cashier,
I have tape. I have fucking interviews from that place that'll blow your mind. Just the sickness.
I know this video that we're going over is from 2 years ago, but I sure do hope he stumbles across this video and releases these said tapes in question, because I would love to learn more about the wild, wacky, inbred, insane land that is the state of Maine. I would love to hear these tapes in question and just get a good idea on a state that I should probably avoid and should never ever step foot in under any circumstances.
That I can finally prove, and it's one of the reasons why I did put myself through that. And by put myself through that, I literally mean I have a scar. Like, I have 6.
We salute you for your service and commend you for doing the Lord's work, even though you've obviously received some battle scars.
Stitches on my head.
What do you...
People up there would typically alternate between calling me a faggot and threatening to rape me. And because I wouldn't...
Yeah, that definitely sounds like something Foxazor would do. He would definitely call you a faggot at first, and then... Well, okay, Foxazor wouldn't necessarily threaten to rape you. He'd just say, if you don't make another video about me, I'm gonna send you pictures of my butt cheeks and you better lick it or some shit. That sounds like something Foxazor would do.
Have either,
Or, threaten to molest children, either way.
I had a jagged rock thrown at my head, and I just decided I was going to leave and freeze my cock off here in New Hampshire. And so I have a bunch of heating.
I mean, at least it's better than living in Maine, I'll give him that.
Equipment, cooking equipment, food, water.
You really planned ahead for this.
Milk. No, I got myself all set up. $6,000 in the bank. I'm getting ready to buy a tiny house. But I travel, and I'm a pretty happy, productive person.
I mean, yeah, sure, he's living out in the fucking woods like a fucking bum for right now, but, hey, $6,000 in the bank. Gonna be getting his own tiny little house soon. I mean, definitely living a better life than Foxazor right now, I can tell you that.
No, I wasn't always that way, and I guess just because I let negative people into my life, I'm probably going to deal with negative people, at least on my channel, until I create a new one or just stop using YouTube. If you go down to the comments section, like I said, you're all...
I hope you haven't left YouTube, sir, because I still want to I still want to go over those videos that you've talked about your wild and wacky adventures in Maine.
Probably familiar with this individual. I don't normally address trolls directly because I just don't have to. It's not a part of my life anymore, but there's this one guy by the name of Fox Azure who is a demonstrable child molester who targets 16 to 19-year-old. He's kind of like a hebephile type. Pedophiles go after people in their prepubescent.
I guess Kate Mystery technically was right, okay? He's not a pedophile, he's a hebephile. But it's the same goddamn thing, and Kate Mystery is a fucking retard, so she's still not going to get points for that.
Developmental stages, but hebephiles go after people who are still kids, but still going through puberty. You can look it up. It's a thing. It's like as close to a kid fucker as you can get. And most people in Maine, like I said, like if you're familiar with New Hampshire and Mass and you talk to people down here about people up there, you find that the majority of people up in Maine are just kid fuckers, mentally ill, gaslighters, psychopaths, narcissists, entitled.
I'm starting to understand more and more now why Stephen King prefers to have most of his books set in Maine now. It's starting to make a lot more sense. Especially if you keep in mind that that one very interesting scene in It there. If you know, you know.
Just undiverse, unhappy, angry people.
Well, that definitely describes Fox Azure.
Every video I've ever made has one of his comments on it. You can go through the list, and I'm going to stop responding to them and just let them build up and screenshot them all. I've interviewed the man's family. He has beaten his elderly father. He has preyed on and gang-stalked.
So I guess it's safe to assume that instead of Fox Azure's father dying of shame, Fox Azure threw a tart fit and he beat him to death? Kind of makes sense. You know, I believe it. And I guess now, you know, Dark Knight should be thankful that she did leave Fox Azure and is now dating a gay man. Because if they had actually met up, things would have gotten a lot bloody, and I'd be referencing Dark Knight in the past tense then.
Or just stalked. I don't know if there's anyone else involved. There probably was one other person, but I don't want to name names quite yet. His
I hope he names names. I hope he names names.
Sister preyed on her kids. She ran and ran and ran to get away from this individual, Fox.
Smart woman.
And he's a furry. He likes to dress up in little costumes and
Oh, we know. We have the pictures.
You know, underage boys, and he does all kinds of fun.
He goes after little boys as well. I know I really shouldn't be surprised, but you know, it's just one of the things. Like, you know, again, I really shouldn't be surprised that Fox Azure likes to molest little boys. But at the same time, actually have it come out that he does like to molest little boys, you know.
Up shit, and I just thought I'd make a video, you know, to announce this person who has finally returned to my channel. After 3 years of stalking my channel and posting things every hour on the hour it used to be, but I guess I got a break for a little bit, and now that I'm successful again, as it is with people who are making better strides in their life. I'm making $15 an hour. I'm working 48 hours a week.
What a
and
kid.
Here come the trolls. So, yeah. If you just go through the comments section, you'll see it. Like I said,
I mean, if I was living the life of Fox Azure, I would definitely want to troll anyone and everyone under the sun every single day until the day I finally die. You know.
I normally rise above it, but something has to be said. It's been 5 years. I've never actually been stalked for 5 years on an internet thing. And normally we don't like use YouTube anyway, because YouTube is fucking trash. I mean, on BitChute we're getting like 700 views a day, and on YouTube we're getting the same, but all the views just get censored, deleted, or shadow banned, all kinds of fucked up shit. So it's sort of like, I just kind of like dump stuff here. And for the
Okay, I just can't help but ask, but am I the only person on the internet that honestly doesn't give a flying fuck about being shadow banned? Like, am I seriously the last person on the internet that honestly doesn't throw a tantrum when he finds out that he's been shadow banned? Am I the only one? Am I really the only one? Something tells me that I might just be. You know, I don't like to make things all about me. Okay, I really don't. But when it comes to people throwing tantrums about being, shadow banned, I honestly feel like I gotta be like the last person on earth that immediately doesn't get triggered when I'm apparently shadow banned.
You people who still use YouTube, you can follow us here. We're also a pirate radio station. I have a ham radio. I have CB, FM. My broadcast location will be announced in our secret Facebook group.
I kind of want to get a ham radio just so I can get into contact with this guy and get more information on Foxazor and his little boy butt-fucking adventures there.
We rock it out on 99.9 FM from coast to coast, and if I'm in your city, you'll probably hear me. At least if you're, within 5 to 10 kilometers of your more built-up region, your downtown. So check us out on Facebook at Anonymous Radio Redux. And I guess, in my personal experience, my advice to you is to just don't acknowledge it. Trolls will eventually troll themselves. You just have to let it happen.
I mean, Foxazor's life is just one big gay up when you come to think about it.
Every girl who's ever coming to we had this one girl by the name of Hannah Holbrook who came on our show just to tell us that the man is mentally ill, and he is mentally ill. I mean, he's a welfare recipient who...
Okay, well, now I want to know more about fucking Hannah Holbrook and the juicy tea that she's willing to spill about Foxazor here.
Makes videos about drinking Natty Daddy, and his jokes aren't funny, and he just cries a lot.
Okay, Foxazor not being funny and crying a lot, that I definitely believe.
And that's it. There's really nothing productive there. I did like his band Industrial Frost. You can check out some of that on his channel, but that's not really his band either.
Something tells me the only people that seem to very much enjoy that music are people that are high on ketamine.
Most of the people who he would work with, he would use them for all their equipment, their transportation.
Not surprising on that part, honestly.
He'd sleep on their couch drunk and steal their
I mean, Foxazor is always drunk, so no real shocker there.
Shit that they created and try to take credit for it. So yeah, that's a troll.
I said this once and I'm going to say it again. I really do think Foxazor and Cyrax would get along fucking well. I really do think they're a match made in hell, really. But I really do think they'd get along swimmingly.
Trolls are usually just sick in the head. You can't acknowledge it.
You know what? I'm not a man that normally does New Year's resolutions. I mean, the one time I did a fucking New Year's resolution was this time last year, where I said that I was going to quit smoking, and well, I got a pack of smokes, and yesterday I got about 3 cigars. So, oops. But if there is one New Year's resolution I definitely want to accomplish, it's that I definitely want to gaslight Cyrax into collaborating with Foxazor. I mean, again, they're perfect for each other, They're degenerates. They have nothing going from them. They're never going to get married. Foxazor probably has a criminal record, and they both want to molest children. Perfect fucking pairing right there. Bro, you can't convince me otherwise. You just can't.
So that's going to be my one video. If somebody's gaslighting you or abusing you or asking you for more than you're expected to do, just don't do it. If your boss is telling you to work extra hours, ask for pay. If your friends are trying to get you to do shit for them, don't. Demand money for it. Seriously, I'm not being...
If Foxazor is asking you for pictures of your little brother's butthole, just call the police.
Selfish, but people are fucked in the head now. They're just very selfish, they're userish, and the more you do for them, the more they'll take. So you gotta stand up for yourself. There's two people in a decaying society. There are feeders, and there are people who are just preyed on, and that's it. Slave, master. In order to become the master, you have to become the feeder. So,
I mean, I really didn't expect to be getting, philosophical lessons from a guy who had to escape a Maine mental institution and apparently has video and audible evidence of Foxazor apparently preying on little boys and shit, but here we are.
Here at Anonymous Radio, hunt pedophiles. That would be you, sir. Fight me on it.
Well, let's see if Mixer...
Prior to the Galactic Empire's rise to power, NX...
This was gonna happen.
Been waiting a little...
I should have saved it to the fucking Foxazor files. I probably should have, honestly. Now I'll get to work on that later, anyway. It looks like Mr. Foxazor never did get around to, fighting him on that, seeing as how the only person that left a comment is Mr. Nevermind 1839. How much do you want to bet that's a Foxazor alt? This guy says 32 campsites. Are you homeless and probably a bum trapped in Maine? Probably up here reaping benefits of being homeless in this liberal state. You froze your ass off in New Hampshire because the don't give the homeless free money. Okay, I had no idea Maine was a very liberal state. There, I don't know. But anyway, this is Mr. Anonymous Radio Redux. And he's got the juicy details that Foxazor loves little boys. He apparently loved beating the shit out of his elderly father, who's now dead. Gee, I wonder what killed him. And I guess it's safe to assume that Foxazor tried to be a sister fister, but it really didn't go any far. I really do hope this guy is still online. Mainly because I want to know just a bit more about the information he apparently has on Foxazor. And I would really love to learn about the Hannah Hilbert story there. If this woman is indeed connected with Foxazor. Because, oh boy. Wouldn't that just be fucking something, you know? Wouldn't that just be fucking something? But anyway... this is where I'm going to end my video. Again, I should certainly hope that Mr. Anonymous Radio Redux has not left the internet. Because, boy oh boy, do I have some fucking questions about Foxazor. I really, really do. And for Foxazor, you got about 2 more weeks now, bitch boy, for you to release that epic video that's supposed to destroy me and expose my penis to the whole wide world. And if you don't, you're a gigantic fucking coward. But until then, have a good rest of your day.